It's so important for the realization that all energy serves you. You've had so many lifetimes now where you've been working for energy, a slave to energy, but now that changes and you realize that all energy serves you. It's always meant to. It's always been serving you, but so many are not aware, they're not conscious that energy is here to serve them. Energy is not an enemy. Energy will never push you back. Energy will never play tricks on you. Energy will never deceive you and never sell you out. Take a deep breath. Can you realize that energy is here to serve you? It's yours. It's your divine right. Whether it comes in the form of abundance, whether it comes as peace, whether it comes as wisdom, whether it comes at being at the right place at the right time, whether it comes as other people, no matter what it is, energy is here to serve you. In that, we'll find that certain things just go out of vocabulary. They hold no meaning at all. When energy serves you, there's no need to struggle with abundance. It's just there. When you're allowing energy to serve you, there's no need for healing. It's just there. The balance comes back on its own. When you realize that energy is there to serve you, there's truly no effort. There's no need for goals. There's no need for purposes. Freedom is when you allow energy to serve you. All that you are, not just the human, but all that you are. Arguably, philosophically, you could say that it always has been, and that's probably a very true statement. Energy's been serving you and in a limited way because that's what you've been desiring, that's what you've been wanting. Energy has been serving you in a harsh way because humans still buy into suffering, so energy will serve that way. All energy is in harmony serving you. All energy is in harmony. All energy in your life is in harmony for you. There's nothing out of harmony. There's no accidents. There's no bad energy. There's nothing misaligned. There's nothing out of tune. All energy is in harmony for you. It's all yours to begin with, and it's all in harmony. But it's been a long time since there's been that personal inner connection with energy because of the perception that it was outside, the perception that it was a force rather than simply a song. Because there was a point, and there still is to a very large extent, that you shouldn't have more than others, so limit your energy. And there was a point where the human experience was so difficult that you actually backed away from the energy because, well, things were just too strong. You reduced, or you thought you reduced your energy to the point where you became numb, but your numbness, even your depression, was just 100% of your energy serving you. I don't know, it goes contrary to what some of you would think. You'd say, no, that's not what I want, but it is, and that's what happened. It's time we have that new relationship with energy. The Master understands that energy serves them. That's the definition, my definition of grace. Letting energy serve you openly, without trying to control it, without trying to say, well, you need to do this, you need to that. The only thing you need to do is make pure, true choices, and then let energy do the rest. And then just enjoy the experience. it doesn't always occur. The way the energies line up and truly serve you don't always occur in the way that the human mind, the human intelligence thinks it should. And that's a good thing. Sometimes it comes about in a way that leaves you scratching your head. Why did it happen this way? But you come to find out that energy was in perfect service. Just like the human who sits down at this beautiful, fancy restaurant, elegant restaurant, rave reviews for the restaurant. The human sits down and doesn't even have to look at the menu, but in their human mind, they're expecting a pizza. And the waiters show up, and it's this beautiful gourmet dish. And they don't know what it is because there's no qualia. They've never had it before. But they're like, oh, I wanted a pizza. It's like, yes, but this is what the energy brought because it's serving you, not just the human intellect. It's serving you. Take a taste of it, please. And you come to realize it's so perfect. Instead of having pizza brain, pizza 6 nights a week, and the burger on the 7th night, big change, right? It brings you the perfect thing. You don't have to think about it. You just have to then dive into the experience of it. So I have to ask the question, can you allow it to serve you? Can you allow energy to serve you? Taking into consideration everything we've said. And it's all about allowing. It's not forcing. This isn't like a meditation or a mantra or anything else, but simply, can you allow it to serve you? Take a deep breath with that. Energy in service to you. The human typically always answers, well, of course. But there are underlying fears of energy that everyone has until they understand what energy really is. Underlying fears that it's going to be too much for them. And the human, even though they say they want more energy, they actually limit. They constrict or contract the energy because they don't understand that energy isn't just about money in your pocket. Energy is about everything in life, everything. And sometimes they simply can't handle it emotionally, psychologically, so they close up. And while their mouth might be saying that they're ready for energy to serve them, they're really actually at a deeper level not ready. So I ask you in the biggest way now, not just from the little incremental changes, a few more dollars in your pocket or a little bit extra physical energy, but are you really ready for a total shift in paradigm to let energy serve you? Are you ready to not have to work hard for things in life? Are you ready to let energy serve you, even if other people aren't letting it serve them? And that's a tough one, because so many are still kind of tied into a group or a herd mentality. And it's like, I can't have more for me unless everybody has more for them. Well, that's actually really lacking in compassion, because you're basically saying their journey has to be like my journey. You're not letting them have their experiences. So are you really ready to rise above, to have an easier, better life, to be in grace rather than in suffering, even though the masses around you, include maybe even your own family members, your loved ones, or dear friends, even though they're not letting it happen? You see, this isn't a matter of let's all do it together. I'm talking to you, your life. Are you ready to let energy serve you? I didn't say humanity, I said you. In an open, unlimited way, without suffering, without efforting, simply in your truly creative state. Feel into that for a moment. You see, there's a lot of issues underneath that. And then the doubt comes in, and I wonder if I'm really ready, and have I really cleared everything? I'll help you with that one. You are ready. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. Otherwise, we wouldn't be having our little fireside chat. You are ready. So what I ask you right now is to let any limitation now, just leave it behind. We have too much to do, too much fun to have, too much light to shine to be held back anymore. It is your light, the light that comes from energy and from consciousness, your light that illuminates your experiences. It's all your light to begin with. Now, start allowing it to serve you in the highest order, in the highest consciousness. Allow it to start serving you as a master, not as a servant. Allow it to serve you in ways that go beyond the human limitations, into the magic, and it will. It will. Let it serve you in ease and grace. Let it serve you in abundance. Let it serve you shamelessly, openly. Let it serve you as the human and the master. Let it serve you in enjoying life. That's it. It's that simple. You've kept it limited. You've kept it at a distance. Oh, you've yearned it. Yes, you've wanted it, but you've kept it at bay. Now, take a deep breath and let this communication, this song of the soul, serve you openly, freely, without limitation. Be so bold and courageous as to let energy serve you and stop limiting it. Stop trying to get it and just have it. Stop trying to figure it out and just allow it. Stop battling with it in your mind. Stop worrying that you may do something wrong with it. This is where your real mastery comes in. This is one of the biggest steps of mastery, and you're at it right now. Letting energy serve you. In joy, in grace, in ease. So I put it back to each and every one of you. Can you let energy, abundant, unlimited, beautiful energy serve you? It's either yes or no. I'll ask you the second time. Can you allow your sovereign energy, your energy, to now serve you freely and openly? And I ask you one more time. Can you allow your sovereign energy, can you allow the communication of your soul, of your I am, to serve you now? It's either yes or no, nothing in between. It's either all or limitation. All these potentials are waiting to be experienced. And when ones that shine the most are, I would say, the most beautiful of the potentials. All the dreams, all the things that you've wanted, starting with embodied realization. The potentials, they run the gamut. They're everything from travel to a flexible, energized body, to abundance, to just being at peace with yourself. They're all here. And there's the potential for transforming all the old traumas and wounds into wisdom. There's the potential for being the master in the physical body. Everything you could imagine, everything that you've known that you've wanted, it's all here. And it only needs energy now to bring it into physical manifestation. Let energy serve you. It's not a force. It's not a power. You're not going to misuse it. It's all yours, so you're not taking from anyone else. And yes, more than anything, you are worthy. You've earned your wings, and now you're ready to soar. Let that energy come in and lift you up. You don't have to tell energy what to do. As a matter of fact, you'll so limit yourself if you do. And you probably get disappointed too. Right now it's about allowing. You already know. You don't have to tell energy that you need abundance. You already know. I mean, you already know before you even know. Why would you not allow abundance? You already know that you need a safe space. Maybe it's a physical space, maybe it's a mental or a dimensional space. But you already know. You don't have to tell energy that, you should have this body that never tires, that isn't ill. You already know that. Let's not be mental. Let's not waste time. Just come now to your knowingness. You already know that you're going to need some times alone by yourself to be with yourself, because it's going to be the greatest gift to you. There's a tendency when you get to this place to want to start being the energy traffic policeman, telling it do this, do that. And there's also a tendency then to slip, and everybody does, to tell energy what to do to other people. Yeah. Because up until now, your life has been very interwoven with other people. That's when you take a deep breath, very deep breath. I already know. I don't have to tell the energy, because it already knows. It already knows what I'm choosing on the highest level of consciousness in this lifetime. I already know. Don't waste your time with a lot of mental exercises. Don't think you even have to define it for energy, like it doesn't know. Don't make long lists of what energy should do for you. And even if you've had a struggle, let's say, with abundance, and you have focused on abundance, and still it tends to elude you, take a deep breath and let that go now. You already know that you're choosing abundance. a graceful life, a master's life. Even the answers to the questions about yourself. Who am I? You already know. What should I be doing? You already know. Now, one of the things that energy does do is it oftentimes comes in and it shows you a lot of the potentials, the choices that you have to make. It's really good at doing that. It'll come to you and say, here's a lot of different ways you can choose or experience, a lot of different potentials. Energy is really good at showing potentials. But now after it shows you all the potentials, then it's up to you to choose, but you actually don't have to choose. You already know. You already know. It's kind of a relief. It takes a lot of the burden off of your brain. The energy actually really is responding before you ever realize that you already know. It's already responding. It's responding right now to your knowingness. You already know the feeling of completion, a feeling of incredible sensuality and grandeur. You already know this. Now let the energies come in and serve this. They'll connect the dots. They'll bring everything together. They'll bring it into manifestation for you. And it could be people you meet. It could be places you live or travel to. It could be just the inner experiences that you're going through. It could be your dreams at night. But you already know. Let the energy do everything else now, bringing into you everything that's appropriate.